Hello, gorgeous boys and beautiful girls, men and women. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so today I just want to say that if you are just joining us, you know how they do say it in church that if you're a first time, I raise up your hand. So if you are just joining us, you know what to do. Quickly, go and subscribe. You need to subscribe. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you for returning. Thank you for coming back. It means a lot to me. So yeah, today, right? You see that I'm a bit relaxed because it's going to be story time. We're gonna be talking about how I got into tech and how I got my first role as a product manager. I'm also going to be dropping some of the courses I took and just the journey really into product management. So let's start from way back. Let's go into the past. What was I doing then? What was I doing? They will ask you, what were you doing before you gave your life to Christ? So, what was I doing before product management? What I was doing was after NYC, right? I got a job. Guess where? Guess. Yeah, bank. I got a job and I was working in the bank. And I think I did like a year and 9 months there before I left. This is not the life I chose. So I left there and I saw this job application for executive administrative assistant and I said, okay, let's do this one. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's have it. So I started working as an EA in that organization. Fortunately for me, it was a tech company. So that was like my introduction into tech. It was a tech company. Now, in this organization, right, we have TV screens that they're always displaying videos of employees in the organization. They also post videos of some of those tech stacks like management, product design, back end, front end. They would just start posting videos. There was even a time that they posted something about your hey, salary, something, something. I saw it. I said, in dollars. That's so sweet. I really want to be interested in this. So I saw that and I was like, okay, let's see. But I started as a product designer. I started as a UI UX designer, right? And when I started, I subscribed to this daily 100 days challenge, UI challenge. It's daily UI challenge or so for 100 days. Then it just give you like daily prompts of design this screen, design this calendar, design this. So I was just doing it, and I wasn't bold enough to show people what I was doing, right? Because I was competing with people that they've gone ahead. I was looking at myself like, what are you doing? But I just kept doing it. But I was sharing it with a friend of mine, and he was always going to hype me, even though I was doing, but it was always going to hype me, right? So I kept designing. Then I went out one day, my laptop was opened, and I got this that somebody came and they saw the designs and well, who designed these? And I said I did. It was an edu app, and they said, oh, this is so nice. They are also working on like an edu app that can I also replicate some of the screens, and I did. And fortunately, really, I got paid for those screens. It wasn't like the entire screens they needed, just few screens, and I got paid. And I was like, oh, really? This is good. So that was just how I started product design. But then I wasn't really confident, really. I was looking at myself and I was putting myself on the same pedestal as somebody that I started like 4 years ago. So I was still doing product design. Then again, I will go back to my organization. I will still be seeing stuff. I will see product management. I think the thing that drew me to product management was I wanted to see what the similarity between product design and product management was. That was just it. It wasn't because I was really interested in product management. So I went on Google. Google is your friend. They did not lie about that thing. Google is your friend. So I went online and I said product management. I saw so many things, so many articles, so many blogs on product management, but really it wasn't so straightforward. Probably because it was not just straightforward to me. But you know how algorithm work, right? So I searched that thing on Google, and the next thing I was seeing on my Instagram, I was seeing stuff about product management. Then the one that actually um that was really on my face was um entry level. I don't know, there's this organization called entry level, so they do this product management entry level course that I think there is 1.0 then 2.0, but I think I took only one. I took only one of their courses. So you have to do that course. You have to do the text test. You have to do the task assigned to you. You also need to submit assessment as at when due. If you don't meet up, you will pay $100. So I was like, where will I get $100? So I had to like pay attention in class. I had to do everything that was required of me just to ensure that I get everything done so I don't pay $100. And fortunately, I completed my course. I got my certificate, and that was the first certificate I got as a product management. I took that course and I just wanted to like do more. So what I did was I went on LinkedIn. Then LinkedIn was free. You don't need to do LinkedIn learning, LinkedIn premium before you can get access to LinkedIn learning. So I did LinkedIn learning and I took this particular course, and that course is so robust. The course title is Becoming a Product Manager, a complete guide. I think you can find it on Coursera or and LinkedIn, but I took that course on LinkedIn. And I took some other courses really. Coursera and LinkedIn were like the two applications I really leveraged on during my um early days, right? And I was just taking those courses, and at the end of your course there is a task for you to do, there's a case study for you to work on. And now you see those case studies, right? I was putting them into my portfolio. I'm going to create a video on portfolio really, because that's like one thing that you need as a product manager. If you go for any interview, they will ask you that, do you have a portfolio, right? So I was putting those things. I got the knowledge of portfolio from my entry level course, right? So I was putting all of those things on my portfolio. It was just there, everything I've worked on, every task, every project, it was just there. Portfolio, portfolio, portfolio. So now back to how I got my first product manager role, right? I went on LinkedIn. I used a product and I felt like this product can be better. So at that point, I was already doing product theater. Remember working on case studies, putting them in your portfolio. Now, the next thing I did was product tear down. Now, when you hear product tear down, you're like, I want to say bad things about this product. That's not what product tear down is. Product tear down is that you've used an application, but you want to expose that application. You want to tear that application, open that application up to see how it can be more beneficial or things that can make usability better, right? That is product tear down. It's not like you want to rubbish somebody's application. No. They will sue you, they will carry you. So the thing is, you just want to talk about how that product can be better. That is product tear down. So I went ahead and I did a product tear down on one of the applications, or one of the products rather, not even an application, one of the products that I use. I sent it to the employee of that organization on LinkedIn, and they got back to me that, can I create like a product document so that I can explain myself better, because I just drafted like a note on LinkedIn. So he said I should make it like a document, and I did. And they got back to me that they've sent it to the production department, because it was a product I used, not like an application. So it was the production department that it was sent to. Then the next thing, they got back to me that that particular thing was implemented. So the next time I was using that product, I saw that this thing was implemented. I was so happy. It made me feel like, oh, this process is actually paying off, right? Even though it's not like they paid me money, but at least seeing that something I said was being implemented was so beautiful. And that just gave me that push to continue. And that was that particular thing that I did, that feature that I added to that product, existing product. I put it in my portfolio. I did. It will be documented. I did. Then the next thing I did was I started volunteering. So I didn't do internship. Some of our journeys are different. Some will start as intern before they become associate product manager. I started as a volunteer, then into product management. Now, I volunteered with a company in the USA. They are called Democracy Lab. So they are a non-governmental organization. They have like thousands of projects on that application. You can just apply and say you want to volunteer on one of their projects as a product manager, and they will allow you. So on one of the projects that I worked on, I worked on four features on that particular project. Yeah, on that particular project, I worked on four features that were implemented that people were using, and the feedback was very good. And I also documented that process, and it was added to my case studies or some of the projects I've worked on. Again, my portfolio. So when I started applying to jobs, I would just see a role that says 1 to 2 years experience. All those things that I mentioned were like a year plus. So all this gathering knowledge, upskilling, and all of that. they were like a year plus. So it wasn't like overnight. It was like a year plus. Then when I saw this application for a product manager with 1 to 2 years experience, I felt like I can take that position. And I just applied. I passed the first stage. The second stage, I did very well. The case study stage, I did very well. And that was how I got the job as a product manager. So I didn't do internship. I just went straight into product management. But it's not going straight without knowledge. I'd already done some projects that were not live, but they were similar to they were just product management things too. Do you understand? So now don't forget that this whole process that I mentioned took like a year plus. It wasn't just overnight, right? It took a year plus. So if you are thinking of where to start from, you can take some of the courses. There was even a time that I was always getting these prompts. I use this application called Sharpener. I hope it's still available. So they give you like daily prompts, but me, I will use it as a product management prompt, right? They will tell you that you should go and design something like design. Oh, me, I will turn it into product management. I will just pick that product they want us to design, and I will just write a product document on that particular project. I'll write my vision, mission, milestone. I'll write user story, acceptance criteria. I'll write everything. You think like this product is going to go live in the next 4 months. And I was putting all of those in my portfolio too. So those were the things I did. I got the skills. I also got I knew how to use the tools. So it wasn't like when I got on the job, that was when I started. I was still learning. I am still learning rather, but I was building my life as a product manager even when I had not gotten the job. So what I want to say, the essence of this story time is to encourage you that you're actually doing the right thing. Don't be discouraged. You're actually doing the right thing. But you could pick 1 or 2 tips from all of these things that I've mentioned and you can just leverage on them. Also, if you would want to talk to me about any of if you're having any challenge, right? You can just drop a message for me. I will definitely respond to you. So if there is any tip you need, probably interview tip, I could assist you too. I mean, I'm still learning, but at least there are some things that I can talk about, so we can just discuss that together. So if this video has been very helpful and you like the Gbebo that we just did together, you know what to do. Subscribe, subscribe if you have not subscribed. Subscribe, like this video, do thumb like this video. Third, you need to share this video. We have so many entry level product managers that don't even know where to start from. And we should be our brother's keeper and our sister's defender. So share this video and also drop a comment. I want to always read from you. So drop a comment. Until we see next week, make sure you have a splendid week. Bye.